doing the same things I did in the past to help, prepare him for the games, and I'm sure he'll do the same if Bill decides to start me.
The bad news, Pepper Johnson, ruptured tendon quadriceps, surgery out for
and I host the show In Search of Happiness, and I'm here with Charlie Hones, who hosts the show South Brunswick 911, and we are here on this beautiful 4th of July for the South Brunswick Parade. And Charlie, you're going to give us a little bit of background on the parade today, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right, Elaine. Today marks the 50th anniversary of the parade. The parade was actually started in 1946 by returning World War II veterans in honor of World War II and the events that marked that era. And it's been going ever since. A couple of dedicated individuals started the parade and kept it going over all these years. So this, actually, if it started in 1946, Elaine, this makes it the 50th anniversary of the parade.
Great. Now, I always thought of running a parade really didn't cost any money, but I hear that it tends to cost
it costs a lot. It costs a lot of money to run a parade. A parade like this just doesn't come together all by itself. There's hundreds and hundreds of volunteers out there that make this happen. Most of the thanks has to go to the members of the Monmouth Junction Volunteer Fire Department who spend countless hours in putting the parade together. They sell mugs, T-shirts, all sorts of things that will be available here today for purchase in order to defray some of the expenses. And some of those expenses are the payment of money's honorariums to the bands that participate. There's monies that have to be paid out for the ad book that is put together. It's a beautiful memento that is handed out to everyone that's here. So it's quite a keepsake, and it's well worth the effort and the price. But some of the money last year in the parade, you may have heard that the parade went a little bit into a deficit last year. Well, that has been made up by the good graces of the Township Committee, and it was approximately $5,000. But that has been made up by the Township, and so that's why we have a parade today. And a lot of the other costs are offset by the ad book and some of the great sponsors that help the parade each and every year.
And does some of the monies go to the awards, the trophies that are handed out today?
The money go to the trophies. There are going to be approximately 20 trophies that will be given out today. So, and when you see some of these trophies, you'll understand why the expense is involved. But it's a good time to be had by all.
What kind of trophies do they give out?
Well, you know, I have a list here in front of me, and I'll just read off some of the things that are going on. We have the best appearing fire company, the best appearing mini attack pumper, the best appearing aerial or aerial platform, the best appearing antique motorized fire apparatus, the best appearing rescue unit, the best appearing ambulance, the best appearing youth marching group, the best appearing antique car, the best appearing musical group or band, and you'll see several great bands here today. The most patriotic unit that'll be appearing today. The best appearing ladies auxiliary group, the best appearing pumper, the best appearing specialty unit, the best appearing antique hand-drawn apparatus, the best appearing first aid squad, the best theme float. We have several floats that have been issued in today's parade. The best appearing 4x4 tractor, the best appearing late model car, the best appearing veterans group, and there's going to be a special judges award. So there's a lot of awards to be had here today.
What are some of the special things we can look forward to in today's parade?
Oh, there's going to be a lot of things. There's going to be several floats that are going to be here. There's going to be all the fire companies from South Brunswick. That will include Monmouth Junction, Kingston, and Kendall Park. You'll have the three first aid groups, Monmouth Junction, Kendall Park, and Kingston. There's going to be the Township Committee on a float. Mrs. South Brunswick, rather, will be here, and Mrs. Middlesex County will be here also. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, you mentioned all the first aid squads that were going to be here. What happens in case of an emergency?
In case of emergency, the planners of the event have thought that out. And basically what happens is this. The township, as you know, is divided up into 3 separate districts: Monmouth Junction, Kendall Park, and Kingston. So what they've decided to do is spread those 3 units throughout the parade. Monmouth Junction will be the first unit that you will see come by in the very beginning of the parade. Kingston will come by in the middle, and toward the end you'll see Kendall Park.
And what's going on after the parade?
Going on after the parade, we're going to have a big barbecue out here in the back. That, of course, comes from the proceeds that are going to be paid for and the money that's raised. There's going to be hot dogs, hamburgers, soda, beer, all sorts of things for all these people that have come here today. So it's going to be a wonderful time.
Great. Now, you host a show called South Brunswick 911. What is that about?
South Brunswick 911 is a show that is going to start in the fall. It's going to be hosted by myself and Harry Krotowski, who are both volunteers in the emergency services area. And we're going to be talking to police, fire, and first aid. We're going to have some video of some things that are going on in the township and interviews with several of the people that provide the emergency services for the township. It's going to be a great show.
Sounds like it. Should be very informative. Hi, I'm Elaine Martin, and I'm here with Roger Potts, who is this year's chairman of the 4th of July Parade. He has served on the Board of Health, and he was captain of the Monmouth Junction First Aid Squad for 7 years, plus being a volunteer on the Monmouth Junction Fire Department, plus working on the parade. You have a very understanding wife.
The planning board.
And the planning board, oh my goodness. Tell us what goes into planning a parade. Because all of us who have sat there and watched it, we just sit back and enjoy it and watch everybody entertain us, but there is an awful lot of work that goes into it.
Of course, first thing you think about is making a parade that is entertaining and the people enjoy. And the other aspect is it must be financially sound, and that takes, now in this last couple of years, anywhere from $22,000 to $25,000 it takes to raise. You have to raise that much to put the parade across, as the Monmouth Junction Fire Company has put the parade across. So we start out back in February, March, and in March we sent out ads for an ad book. I went into the post office and bought $320 worth of stamps. I said, whoa. That's 1,032 stamps. I've been back and gotten more, so it's how many pieces of mail it takes to put out in between the invitations to right around 200 people to be in the parade, and nearly 1,000 people who you asked to participate in the ad book. So
a lot of work must go into it if it takes like 6 months to plan it.
Yes, it does. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people. This year's parade, and the reason I know how many people are involved in it, the parade committee has, for our 50th parade anniversary, had these shirts made to give to each person who's working in the parade, and we've made 46 shirts, so there'll be that many people on the day of the parade working in the park just to put across what we do in the park after the parade.
Is the parade just for Monmouth Junction, or do other communities participate?
There are many organizations outside the municipality who participate in the parade and of course help to make it a successful endeavor. Most of those from outside the community are fire companies and first aid squads. The rest of the parade is made up of the organizations within the township, the Lions Club and the veterans groups. And the commercial community has even gotten involved, especially the real estate people. We're all, not all, but some large number of them are going to have floats in the parade. The 4-H will be in the parade, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, the Brownies, first aid squads, just a large number. And a lot of antique cars are entered into the parade. We have this year a beauty queen in the parade. We've added quite a bit of music to this year's parade, and of course a parade is just not a parade without music. We have 10 musical units in the parade, 4 marching units, One of the marching units is New Jersey Field Marching Band, and they dress in attire from the Civil War, and marching with them, completely divorced from them, though apropos they fit together. We have the New Jersey 14th Infantry Regiment, which is a reenactment group, reenacts battles of the Civil War. They do it down at Atlanta State Park. They do it over in Freehold
Yeah, I've heard of that.
at Monmouth Park. And one of the commander of that group is a local man, a young man, Donald Weber. So they'll be in the parade, and I'll team them up with that 14th Regiment. I think that'll work well. All the veterans groups in the township, of course, will be in the parade.
And is there a theme for the
The
parade?
theme for this year's parade is America's Heartbeat. It's volunteers, and we'll be selling T-shirts as part of raising money for the parade also.
It's really hard being a volunteer.
Well, it's
Is
much...
it harder getting volunteers to be on the fire department now than it was years ago?
Yes, it is, because the commitment to being a fireman is so much greater than what it was years ago. When I entered the fire company, you pulled a truck up to a fire and you grabbed the hose and you put water on it. And there wasn't much science to it as there is today. And that was predominantly because the products you were fighting at a fire were wood or paper or cloth. Today there's so many synthetics that'll kill you.
This is true.
People just don't understand how deadly those things are when they burn, the plastics that are in the house and stuff. So the equipment that people need to have and the training that they must go through to use that equipment and the science that's involved in firefighting, and it's mandated by state law, the training, Firefighter 1 is mandated. So that takes a lot of the people's time and takes away from these things like operating a parade, and that was one of the things that the fire company kind of started to no longer put the parade on.
Okay. How big is the committee to put on the parade?
How big is the
Yeah,
committee?
how many people?
The committee itself is, I think there's 7 of us on this year's committee.
And is your wife involved?
My wife will be down at the park selling tickets for the hamburger stand, the hot dog stand.
And she's part of the,
She belongs to the Ladies Auxiliary. The Ladies Auxiliary will be helping us down at the park very gracefully. Like I said, there'll be 46 people down there working. That's what it takes to put it on. At the park, we will serve 370 pounds of hot dogs and about 100 pounds of hamburgers and around 30 halves of beer and 25 halves of soda to the kids and any adults, of course, who want soda. So there's a lot of work, and that's where all those dollars are needed to. And we sell, to raise the money, we sell mugs, and we have a 50-50, and we sell the ad book, and some groups have come out to help us because last year's parade lost money. The Lions have joined to help us sell 50-50s this year. It's been very nice of them, and the mayor and the deputy mayor in their roles, they're allowed to perform wedding ceremonies, and when we announced we were going to continue with the parade this year, they committed to all the weddings that they performed between I think it was February or March and the 4th of July. That money would go towards the parade, and the people, as they marry them, send a check in, and that's brought in somewhat over $400. So
have you been in every parade?
I've been in the fire company since April of 1955, so that means I've been here for 41 parades. I think I missed one in between 1 year, in the last summertime, the last 10 years.
Is there any way you can remember how the parades have changed over the years, besides getting bigger, more elaborate?
Well, we've...
How did they start?
The original parade started in 1946, and it was started to honor those boys who were coming back from World War II. And I have some pictures of that parade, not that particular parade, but one sometime between 46 and 55 when I came about, when the parade marched in the opposite direction into Monmouth Junction. I think it lined up across from what was Kish's store then, Bush Hill Nursery products are in there now, lined up in that lot opposite there, and then marched up through Monmouth Junction up to where the baseball fields were the other side of town. And then when Riker Park was built, we lined up from that baseball field and paraded to Riker Park. That's when the direction of the parade changed. And as you look at those pictures and say, oh, they're going a long way. We have one band of about 25 mummers, which is only a segment of a complete mummers band. That costs $1,700 for that one group.
But they're so entertaining.
Oh, yes, they are. And you know, you can understand the cost. They're bussed here from Philadelphia. The uniforms, some poor guys are soaking wet. You know, the big Monmouth uniforms on them. The cleaning and stuff. So there's a dedicated group of people too that do that and raise the money just so they can perform.
But it's nice that you keep up the tradition of the parade.
That this year the fire company had committed to continuing the parade through this year, and in January or February we put a motion on the floor to continue the parade for 5 more years. So we're committed for the next 5 years, as long as we can keep it financially sound, and it looks like we're going to do that very well this year. It's just been such a tradition in town. So many people look forward to it. The people that are down in that park, the kids come back from, it's like a reunion, but high school kids are coming back from 20-year-ago classes, and they get together in groups down there and really have a good time for a terrific. People who don't live here any longer come here on the 4th of July to be together. That's kind of nice.
Well, you've lived in this area for a very long time.
I've lived all my life in the area. I was born in Princeton, and at 1-year-old moved to Kingston and lived 800 foot outside of South Brunswick for 17 or 18 years, and then we moved back to Princeton. And at the time I was going with my girlfriend who was born and raised in Monmouth Junction.
That girlfriend's now your wife.
Yeah, my wife. Yes. My 2 boys are both volunteers. They've both been I have twin boys. They both have been in the fire company and served. And
do they volunteer with the parade too, or are they not in this area anymore?
One of them still. Yeah, no, they're both there. They both live in Monmouth Junction, so they're close. But they're active in organizations. They've both been in first aid and fire.
I don't know how you do fire and first aid in the same time.
Well, today it's really difficult. I don't think you can do it today. The fire company answers over 400 alarms a year. The first aid squads, my understanding is, when I was captain of the first aid squad, we ran about 300 calls. They're up around 1,200 now. So, and I see individuals who are making 300 calls, one person. I mean, that's almost once a day. Just unbelievable, the commitment that people are making to do those things. But
the community appreciates it.
Yes, they do. And it's so expensive and so inefficient fire companies are, you know. To have people sit around and wait to have a fire is just not good efficiency. So as long as the municipality and the boards of fire commissioners can encourage volunteers, we in the community will be better served, I'm sure.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody again and to let you know the parade's about 3 to 5 minutes away. They just should be approaching the other side of the bridge.
Hi, I'm Elaine Martin, and I'm here with Cy Dansky, who has been a resident of Kendall Park for 36 years. And so, Cy, we're just going to trip down memory lane and talk about all the parades that you have seen in all your years of living here.
Yes, I may have been a resident of Kendall Park for 38 years, but it's funny, until just recently, I've always considered myself as a New Yorker. It's only since I've been retired and have spent time in the township that I'm starting to feel like I belong to the township and consider myself a resident.
You've been here longer in this area than New York.
That's
and
correct.
now you're just finding out you're a member of Kendall Park community.
I've spent 38 years here. I always considered myself a New Yorker when talking to people. But you asked about the parades, how things were different today and then. I think the big difference was the intimacy of the parades. And you kind of get a little of that intimacy because the parade route is so narrow. And where you stand and where you watch, you're very close to the people who are marching. But going back 38 years ago, or even 28 years ago when the kids were 10 years old and so, going to the parade was a lot of fun. And it was mainly fun because you knew everybody who was in the parade. When the band came by, the high school band, first you were extremely proud of the kids in the band. And then it was enjoyable because you knew the people. The saxophone player was the kid who mowed the lawn. The cheerleader was one of my babysitters. So it was nice. The kids associated with people, could associate with people. They were not strangers. And it made it extremely enjoyable. I can remember both sides of, I think it was a Western Road, with lines of cars on either side going from Ridge Road all the way down to Route 1.
The parades are more, I think, spectacular. You're having the mummers, you're having all different kinds of bands. Can you remember like one of the first ones you went to? I'm sure it was just mostly Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts.
It was mostly, as you say, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. But as I also said, it was fire engines. And fire engines and fire engines. And the high school band was the highlight of the parade. In fact, I never saw so many fire engines in all my life.
And the kids love fire engines.
And they did because the sirens were blowing, and everybody was festive.
Yeah,
It's been very pleasant talking to you.
Thank you. It's been very pleasant too. Thank you very much. Hi, we're here with the mayor of South Brunswick, Doug Hoffman. Hi, Doug.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Today we're talking about the parade, and I wanted to know exactly what the township does to help fund the parade.
The township committee this year, in response to the gentleman that was organizing the parade, agreed to make a donation of $5,000 towards the parade fund.
Are you in the parade this year?
I'm going to be in the parade this year. The last 2 years, as 93 as a candidate and 94 as a member of the township committee, I marched in the parade, and this year the entire township committee, all 5 people, will be marching towards the front of the parade, actually, and we'll be able to walk the entire parade route. And then once we get to Reichler Park, which is the termination point of the parade, we'll be able to see all the fire departments and the bands and the Boy Scout troops and the rescue squads and all those things that normally when you're in a parade you don't get to watch.
Now, when you were younger, were you involved in parades?
I was involved in parades every year when I was younger. I grew up on Long Island in New York, and every year, probably from when I was about 11 till I got out of high school, I was in the Boy Scouts, and I marched in the parade in Islip, which is a township on Long Island. It's a good opportunity for people to come together to understand what Independence Day is all about. It shouldn't just be another holiday, another day off from work that people have to do things around the house. It shouldn't be a sale day. It should be people come out, show the support for their community. Most people don't realize all the hard work and effort that goes into the displays, the floats, the fire departments and the rescue squads, all the work they put into it. I think it's very important. Brings the community together, gives people a chance that are in the parade to get out and show their stuff.
Right, and it gets people in the community to come out and meet you.
People can meet the mayor, the deputy mayor, members of the committee. They can see the fire and rescue squads that they didn't know existed. They can see the Boy Scout troops. A lot of people that come out to watch parades, their fathers or their sons or their daughters or their kids, somebody's in the parade, so that's one of the reasons why a lot of people come out. But it's a good thing.
And how are you spending your 4th of July besides being in the parade?
Well, in the morning is going to be the parade, and that'll probably be over, I'm guessing, by about noontime. The parade ends at Reichler Park. Just do something with the family. But I think at least that part, I would encourage everybody to come out and watch the parade, at least coming out to see it. It's important. Do a little bit of patriotic duty. But the rest of the day, I'll probably just be at home with the family, taking it easy.
Okay, once again, we want to thank you for stopping by.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, we're here with Deborah Johnson, and she is on the Township Committee. Deborah, what is your involvement this year with the parade?
Well, this year I'll be walking in the parade. The entire township committee, we like to celebrate the 4th by taking part in the activities, by walking, greeting people, and just being available for the town and taking part in the parade, the festivities.
And then afterwards you wind up in the park and you get to chat with people there too.
Yeah.
That's great. That's nice. What do you think is so important about this parade?
Well, I think that, of course, the 4th of July celebrates a wonderful event in American history when, after a lot of struggles, they finally got their independence and they fought for something they believe in. And I feel I do that a lot on the township committee, that there's a parallel. I think 4th of July has taken on a new meaning for me this year in that it's a continual struggle to fight for things that you believe in until you gain the outcome that you want. I've always been thrilled with the struggle for independence and the 4th of July. I just think it's a very special day.
Okay, in your younger days, you never were in a parade, but you did get to view them a lot because you are from this vicinity.
Yeah, I've been in South Brunswick since I was 6.
But we won't ask you how old you are.
Oh, long time. But yeah, I love them. I thought they were great. Back in the old days, I think we used to have fireworks, which I don't think we can have now. But they were wonderful. You got to see all your friends and your family and your schoolmates. And it was a good time when the whole community had the opportunity to get together and be with each other. And I think that when I was younger, that happened a little more frequently, more community participation, getting together. And as time went on, that happens less. But at least this parade gives us the opportunity to have that kind of communion. And I think it's very special.
Great. And so what are your plans for the 4th?
After the parade, I'll probably get together. I will get together with my family. And we're having like a church picnic that I'm really excited about. And we'll just be constantly eating and playing. But yeah, so I'll get together for a family picnic at the church.
Great. Sounds like a great day. Well, we'd like to thank you for stopping by and chatting with us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Okay, great. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, it's finally here. The first unit, representing the South Brunswick Police Department. Driving is Lieutenant Mark Montagna, and riding with him is former Chief Fred Holston. Behind the police department is the honorary color guard. The color guard leading the parade is representative of the veterans organizations in South Brunswick Township. The guard is comprised of members of VFW Post 11219 and American Legion Post 401. Immediately behind the color guard, the South Brunswick High School Marching Band. Leader is Mark Kraft. The South Brunswick High School Marching Band is an award-winning band recognized throughout the East Coast for its outstanding records and competition. These young ladies and men deserve a hand of appreciation for getting together after the school year and showing off their talent to the community.
This is Fred Halston? Yeah. Fred Halston.
Yeah, I missed one of them. I was out in Utah.
Oh, okay. Ready, Roger? Are you in this too?
Sure. I can't be alone.
Hi, this is Fred Halston. He is the retired chief of police with South Brunswick. I hope you all can hear me. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, same to you.
I hear this is your 49th parade.
Yeah,
Great. Why did you miss one?
I was out in Utah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Are you having a great time?
Oh, I always do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I see you were riding in the car. Did you always get to ride, or did you
Yeah.
always have to walk?
No, I always rode.
You always rode?
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
Okay, and we're here with my pal Roger Potts. I've interviewed him already. How you doing this morning?
Fine. Beautiful day.
Gorgeous day. We couldn't ask for a better day.
I've rode the parade route. I've never seen crowds this big. Never.
It's
Never,
a huge
never.
crowd.
Yeah.
It's great.
Beautiful. In town's full.
Yeah?
Beautiful. Got a nice day. And everybody enjoy it. I got a lot of things to do.
Gotta go. You want to go get
Okay.
to the
Thank you.
refreshments, right? All right.
Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
so much.
Yep.
Enjoy your day.
I will.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.
Okay, we're ready.
Truck 208 is our newest vehicle, newest pumper. Truck 204 has just been recently renovated and had provided with an enclosed cab. Truck number 203 is an antique unit, actually in service as a foam unit. It's a 1956 Ford. Truck 207 is a support unit. Final unit in the parade is the Truck 201, which is a snorkel unit. It was built in 1975 and it'll look every bit as good as it did when it was new. It's a 20-year-old truck and it'll look as good as anybody else's in the parade. Following the fire department, we have the Monmouth Junction First Aid Squad, led by Assistant Captain Jim Eby. This unit was founded in 1941. The Monmouth Junction First Aid Squad assists Monmouth Junction Fire Department at all fire calls. They provide countless hours to our community and they're always looking for new members. Calling the First Aid Squad, Plainsboro Volunteer Fire Department, led by Chief Joe Pollock. This group was organized in 1960 and they're serving the township of Plainsboro for 35 years.
Hi, I'm Charles Holmes, and we're back at the parade route, and I have with me Ginny Kraft, who is one of the directors of the South Brunswick award-winning marching band. Ginny?
Hi, how are you doing today, Charlie?
Looks great. I enjoyed the band very much. You always start off first. You did a great job today again.
Well, we were happy to have all the kids come out after their school year. Nothing but to be here for South Brunswick, so it was a good day for that.
Thanks a lot for coming by.
Okay.
Also have with us
John Murphy.
John Murphy of Monmouth Junction Volunteer Fire Department. John, thanks for coming out today. You had a big turnout.
Yes, it's our 50th anniversary this year for the 4th of July parade, and it's one of the biggest turnouts I think we've had in years. We're figuring around 1,200 people just in marchers alone be down the park today. So we've been working all week and preparing for this, and we've got the park ready and everything's all set.
You guys have done an outstanding job of putting this parade together each and every year, and just done another great job this year.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Every year it gets harder and harder, and just the demand of being a volunteer puts a lot of time and effort in everybody. And this year we've had a good committee to work the parade. And Roger Potts was chairman this year, and he did a great job, and so did the committee.
All right, well, thank you very much. Okay.
Next in line, we have Rocky Hill First Aid and Rescue Squad. They're led by Captain Peggy Quevick, serving the borough of Rocky Hill in the township of Franklin since 1949. Next in line, we have Rocky Hill Hook and Ladder Company number 1, led by Chief Ray Whitlock III. The hand-drawn piece of equipment is a 1905 Rex hand-drawn chemical cart. The motorized piece of equipment is a 1932 Hale 500 gallon per minute rotary pumper. The next unit on the flatbed truck is the Fox Hill Bluegrass Band. The leader is Ed Quisney. Ed is on vocals and guitar and is a Kendall Park resident. The Fox Hill Bluegrass Band will be playing down at the picnic until 3 o'clock this afternoon. You can also catch them at South Brunswick's concert at the park July 21st. Following the Bluegrass Band, we have Franklin Park Volunteer Fire Company. They're led by Chief Steve Betterow. Organized in 1937, Franklin Park has a total of 36 members. Following Franklin Park, we have South Brunswick VFW 9111 and the Ladies Auxiliary.
Hi, this is Pamela Rivers, and I'm here with members from the Monmouth Junction First Aid Squad. This is Donna Murray, and this is Jim Eby. And how many years has this been for you in the parade?
This is my 20th.
20th? And this is for you?
About 12.
12? And we see you have a big crowd today. It's the 50th anniversary. How do you feel about that?
It's about the size we usually have until you get down here. I think the new construction, the 522 route took away some of the people along the line and put them more, in a different location. We had a couple of gaps, but it was fun, a good turnout, I think.
And how's this parade been for you so far?
Oh, it's good, but like she said, there's room for lots more spectators. Maybe next year we'll get a lot more of them out here because a lot of people work very hard to do this, and lots of empty spaces on the side, lots of room to sit and watch.
You had a great float. Would you like to explain that?
Well, I wasn't on the float committee. I couldn't say too much what the theme was about. Was the volunteers and such, and we just figured with the EKG and the heart rhythm, everything would be a good concept. Seemed to work out pretty good.
I think with these firecrackers, you may need some rescue after that.
Well, we already have one crew is already out.
Oh,
they
really?
had to peel off and go out on a call.
Oh, okay.
So we're on call for the township, even though we're here.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming out. It's a beautiful day, and enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good. You say hi. Sparky the fire dog. Say hi, Sparky.
Sparky the fire dog. We were asking him how you like marching.
It's rough. Okay. You say hi to the kids. This is Sparky the fire dog. Okay.
The pumper is a 1993 emergency run 1,500 gallon per minute pumper. Any pumpers that come by that have the door compartments open are being judged to be best pumper for an award. So you can take a look at each one of them and judge them yourself. Next in line is Community Fire Company's Rescue Unit. It appears that one's also being judged. The last unit from Community is a 1995 LTI 102-foot aerial platform. It's a brand new fire truck. Next in the line of march, Lawrenceville Volunteer Fire Company. This unit was organized in 1915 and has provided 80 years of dedicated service to Lawrenceville Township. Their chief is Kevin Redding. There are quite a number of aerial pieces in the parade this year. Ladder 23 Tower is a 1994 LTI 100-foot ladder tower. Next we have Montgomery Volunteer Fire Company number 2. Organized in 1946, they're led by Chief Shelley Elwood. Next in line, we have East Windsor Volunteer Fire Company number 1. This unit was organized in 1969. It's led by Chief John Brooks. On October 7th, they will be hosting the Mercer County Fire Prevention Parade, and also they will be celebrating their 25th anniversary and dedication of their new squirt. And that's the new squirt right there. That's the first tanker we have in the parade. That's a 3,000-gallon tanker. Following East Windsor Fire Company, we have the Deans of Harmony. Led by Jim Donahue, the Deans of Harmony is a barbershop harmonizing group who has been on a parade for a number of years. Following the Deans of Harmony, the South Brunswick Township Committee. Following the Township Committee is the South Brunswick Township Shuttle Bus. The Shuttle Bus is a new service being started this summer to transport people from selected points in the township to the library and other important areas. Personnel from the Recreation Department will be handing out schedules. Following the shuttle bus, we have American Legion Post 401 and Auxiliary. This unit was organized in 1946.
I'm here at the South Brunswick Parade. It's Charles Holmes, and we're here with the Township Committee, and they're walking without police escort today, all by themselves. Larry Gildenberg, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much, and these are all my grandkids, all numbered. Turn around and show what number you are. See, there they are. They're all their names and numbers.
Ted Van Hessen.
How are you? Good to be here.
Good to have you.
Okay.
Mayor Doug Hoffman.
Good morning. Good to see you, Charlie.
Deborah Johnson.
Hi, how are you?
Good to have you all with us. And we're going to let them get on to enjoying this parade. Thanks very much for coming out.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
On the Legion, we have several late model cars carrying former commanders. And finally, a 57 Thunderbird carrying Valerie Hanasco, Mrs. Middlesex County. She'll soon be competing for the title of Mrs. New Jersey. Next unit in the line of march is Boy Scout Troop 10, led by Scoutmaster Rich Tarzuski and Committee Chairman Ron Bolanowski. Boy Scout Troop 10 is chartered by American Legion Post 401, founded in 1969 by Reverend John Malty and Richard Barnard. Troop 10 is a great help to the Monmouth Junction Fire Department, assisting us with our lineup every year. Thank you, Troop 10. Following Troop 10, we have Cub Pack number 100. Cub Master is James Cooper. Next in line, Cranberry Volunteer Fire Company. Organized in 1898, Cranberry provides backup to Monmouth Junction Fire Department. The chief is Robert Allen. The antique motorized apparatus is a 1934 Dodge Pumper.
Hi, this is Jack Mueller here with his T-Bird, and riding with him is Mrs. Middlesex County, Valerie Nasco. Where in Middlesex County do you live, Valerie?
In Edison.
Right, I understand you're going to be competing for the Mrs. New Jersey contest. Is that right?
The Mrs. New Jersey America pageant on July 31st in Long Branch.
Okay, and you are Mrs., so how long have you been married?
I've been married for 16 years.
And what are your qualifications? What do you have to do to qualify for the Mrs. Middlesex County?
Well, you send in a letter explaining a little bit about yourself. There's an application you have to fill in, send a photograph, and then there's a telephone interview.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck and represent Middlesex County proudly in the Mrs. New Jersey contest. Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
On the trailer behind Cranberry's field truck, we have an antique hand-drawn fire apparatus. Following Cranberry, we have two antique cars, a 1923 Cleveland and a 1927 Ford Model T, both owned by Jerry Schweer. Now approaching, we have the Kingston Volunteer Fire Department. They are led by the Lehigh Valley Italian-American Marching Band. Kingston Fire Department is led by Chief George Luck, Jr. The Kingston Fire Department was founded in 1924. Last August, they drove their 1939 Ward LaFrance to Kingston, New Hampshire to celebrate that town's 300th anniversary and the department's 100th. Kingston serves South Brunswick Township, Fire District Number 3, and Franklin Township, District Number 4. Following the Kingston Fire Department is the Kingston First Aid and Rescue Squad. They're led by Captain John Luck. Organized in 1972, Kingston First Aid Squad provides service to the village of Kingston and the surrounding areas in South Brunswick and Franklin.
Hi, I'm Charles Holmes. We're back down on the parade route, and I'm with George Luck, Jr., who is chief
of the Kingston Fire Department. George?
How you doing, Charlie? It's good to be here today.
Good to have you with us. You had quite a contingent there today. You had the band, and how many members did you have all together?
Had 25 members here today.
25 members, and how many pieces of apparatus did you bring?
All the house, 8 of them.
8 of them. Well, that's great. Tell us a little bit about on the 4th of July, we're concerned about safety, firecrackers, all sorts of explosive things. Tell us a little bit about that from your perspective as chief.
Well, as chief, you have to think about the fire safety involvement in that. And whenever you're using fireworks, grass is very dry right now, and it's a problem. So they start fires very quickly, and they're also very dangerous to use and can cause serious injury. So it's a good thing not to be playing with them.
So it's not that you just want to be a spoil sport, it's just that you're worried about safety and worried about the possible fires that could occur afterwards.
That's correct. People can get seriously hurt, and there's also the problem of starting fires with them, and we want to prevent that.
And I understand you're going to be on call all day today, too. You're not just here to enjoy the parade?
That's correct. Always on call.
All right. Thank you, Chief. Appreciate you coming by today, and good luck to all you and all your members.
Thank you very much. Enjoyed it.
Hi, I'm with the South Brunswick. This is not the Brownies.
This is Daisy Troop 1600 at Monmouth Junction School.
And you are the group leader?
Yes.
And your name is?
Sherry Woogan.
Sherry. And what are some of the things these girls do during the year?
Okay, well, they do some community service, and they do a lot of projects to help them learning about the community and just about caring for the environment. And they're getting ready to be Brownies next year. They did their bridging, so I guess now they're officially Brownies.
So Daisy Brownie Girl Scout.
Daisy Brownie Jr., right.
Oh, okay.
Now they are Girl Scouts now. They just bridged from Daisies to, they'll be first-year Brownies in September when school starts.
Okay. Hi, sweetie, what's your name?
Alana.
Alana, and why do you like being a Daisy? What do you do?
I like working
Yeah? And do you get to make things in the troop? Yeah, and you're looking forward to be a Girl Scout? And sell cookies? Okay, thank you. All right, great. Thank you, girls.
We have Cub Scout Pack 108 from South Brunswick. The Cub Master is Jennifer Hinton. Cub Scout Pack 108 from South Brunswick, serving boys attending Indian Field schools in Dayton, organized late in 1993. They will be setting up a recruitment and information table at the picnic. Following the Cub Pack, Cranberry First Aid Squad, led by Captain Barbara Pwayhouse. Cranberry First Aid was organized in 1957 and provides mutual aid to South Brunswick when needed.
Okay, we're here with the Brownies, and you are their troop leader, and your name
Yes,
is?
Jane Kinder.
What, they announced your name wrong?
Well, that's all right. It doesn't matter.
And what do you do?
We're the Brownie Troop 1781. We've been together for 4 years. They were Daisies and Brownies for 3 years, and they just flew up to be Girl Scouts in September.
That's great. And what's your name?
Melissa.
Melissa, and why do you like being a Girl Scout?
Because we get to do fun things.
Like what?
Arts and crafts.
Crafts and community service.
Yes.
Right?
Like this parade.
Yeah, this is fun. All right, thank you, girls. Oh, wave, everybody wave.
Following the float, a 1941 Chevy pickup owned by Ted Thompson. Next is South River Fire Department. Organized in 1896, the chief is Don Bongiovi.
Ready? Hi, what's your name?
Bob Lawrence.
And your name is?
Sue Castro.
Cancel.
Hi, Hi, what's your name?
Bob Lawrence.
And your name?
Sue Castro.
And what are you enjoying about today's parade?
Just everything. The beautiful day, all the fire trucks, everything about it.
Anything special you've seen so far that you thought was pretty spectacular, except Mrs. Middlesex County?
I'll let her answer that question.
No, everything is great. Everything's very
and
nice.
It's a beautiful day out today.
Yes, yes it is.
And you guys have prime spots over here.
Right.
So you're not
we have our front view.
So how else are you going to spend the rest of the day?
Probably going by the pool.
Go by the pool? You're
Yeah.
going to go to the parade
Yes, because my
afterwards?
daughter was in the parade
Oh, what
too.
was she?
Brownie.
She was a brownie?
Right.
Is that one we just interviewed?
No,
No?
well, she was a junior Girl Scout.
Oh, okay. So you're having a great day?
Yes.
Good. Enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next we have Girl Scout Brownie Troop number 258. Brownie Troop is made up of 16 first-year Brownies, 7 years old, and was organized in September 1994. The troop leader is Milta Rios. Brownie Troop number 258 is sponsored by Fox and Lazo Realtors, who have a float following the troop.
Hi, I'm here with Kim Bakuda, who's here enjoying the parade. I understand that you have a husband in the parade?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And driving a farm roll tractor.
Okay, and what company was he with?
South Brunswick Farms.
Okay, and they said you have a child that's in the parade today, or no?
Two of them.
Okay.
Two little girls.
Were they brownies or Girl Scouts?
No, just with their dad throwing out some candy.
Oh, okay. Okay, so how do you find the parade to be so far?
It's nice. I'm glad they're having it this year.
Yeah.
We thought they were going to end it, and we're glad that it's here.
Okay, and you're here with family and friends today?
Lots of family, friends.
That's good. So any other comments on the parade today, or just relaxing?
Just relaxing, enjoying it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Person Hook and Ladder is led by Chief Robert Toll. Next we have the South Brunswick Republican Organization. In the line of march we have Assemblywoman Barbara Wright.
Hi, I'm here with the Fox from Fox and Laszlo Realtors, and I understand you're the sponsor of Brownie Troop 258. How are you enjoying the parade today?
It's a great show. It's nice to see everybody getting involved in the community.
Are you hot in the fox suit?
It's a little warm, yeah.
And how are the kids responding to you?
They're doing great. We're having lots of fun.
Yeah, we have some children here I think who want to shake your hands. This is the Fox from Fox and Laszlo. You want to say your name?
I'm Stephen Waniak. Sarah Waniak.
And what's your name?
Jessica.
Okay. You enjoying the parade?
Yeah. It just so happens that we're in the parade.
Oh, you're in the parade?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're with Fox and Lazo.
Oh, okay. Good plug. Okay. Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Following the Republican organization, we have 3 vehicles from Bruce's Woodworking Shop. The first is a 1924 Ford Model T. The second is a 1952 Ford Custom Pickup. Very custom. And the third is a 1966 Corvette Stingray.
Hi, what's your name?
Trish Tucci?
Trish, you're so festive today. Look at you in your red, white, and blue. Are you enjoying the parade?
Very much. It's a lot of fun.
Is there anything that you've seen so far that you've enjoyed?
I like all the different fire trucks and the marching bands.
Okay, and how are you going to spend your 4th of July?
Well, we're going to hang around here where the parade ends and then probably go to a family barbecue and then catch some fireworks later on.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Thanks.
Next in the line of March, we have Little Rocky Hill Volunteer Fire Company. This unit was organized in 1950. Little Rocky Hill serves District Number 2 in Franklin Township and provides backup in South Brunswick fire companies. Little Rocky Hill is led by Chief Mike Hutchinson. Now approaching, we have Heightstown Engine Company Number 1, led by Chief Lawrence Blake. This group was organized in 1835 and presently has 50 members. There's several more trucks with the compartment doors open, so you can judge them against the ones you saw earlier.
Hi, I'm Charles Holmes, and I'm back down on the parade route, and I have with me Chief Mike Hutchison of the Little Rocky Hill Volunteer Fire Department. Chief, thanks for coming today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's a very nice day out today. A little warm out here in the parade uniforms and all.
Well, I guess that's so. How many members did you bring with you today, Chief?
We got 15 guys here today, 4 trucks, and everybody's in, parade dress uniform. Hopefully, we're looking good.
And tell the people where you're located at and your coverage area.
Okay, we're located on Route 27 between Kingston and Kendall Park. We're in the Franklin Township section. We do back up for South Brunswick Township in those areas. We're always looking for members if anybody's interested. That's about it. Sums it up.
And no experience necessary. You'll give them all the training and everything else they need, right, Chief?
Oh, yeah. We provide for all the training. It's all paid for, and And like I said, come on down. We need everybody.
Okay, and that's a wrap down here from the parade route, down here on Parade Central.
Next we have a group from Caldwell Banker Schlott Realtors. Consists of a 1979 Mercedes and a 1993 Toyota pickup. Please don't run in front of the truck, stay to the side. Following the Realtors, you have Cub Scout Pack 98 from Kendall Park. Leader is Mark Kubian. This group was organized in 1977. There's 98 Scouts and their families celebrating their 18th year of service to South Brunswick Township. The float is entitled, "Scouting is at the Heart of the American Volunteer." Following the Scout float, we have the South Brunswick Democratic Organization. In the line of march is candidate for Township Committeeman Ed Luciano. Next unit is a 1955 Ford F-100 pickup owned by Scott Hedler. To my knowledge, we never had a Civil War reenactment group in the parade before, and this year we have two. The first one is New Jersey Field Music, led by Al Duke Terrier. New Jersey Field Music of Newark and Westfield, New Jersey is a fife and drum and bugle corps sponsored by the Knights of Columbus, Council number 1711 in Westfield. The corps plays authentic historical music, is dressed in patriotic Civil War uniforms, and participates in parades, competition parades, exhibitions, and musters. The corps is a winner of the St. Patrick's Day Parade and other competition parades in this area. Following New Jersey Field Music, we have the 14th Regiment New Jersey Volunteers, Company K. The commander is Don Weber. This is an 1862 to 1865 Civil War infantry reenacting group known as the Monocacy Regiment. established in South Brunswick in July 1992. This unit represents the regiment that was organized in this area in 1862. Anybody interested in joining this organization can see the members in the park after the parade. Following the soldiers are ladies and children, also dressed in period costumes. Next we have Cub Pack 107, led by Philip Murray. This unit was organized in 1993 and has meetings held at Dayton School once a month. Right behind the Cub Pack, South Brunswick Brownie Troop 1515, led by Carrie Palumbo. Brownie Troop 1515 is made up of girls from the Dayton area. And behind that we have Boy Scout Troop 90, led by Gary Thompson. This unit was organized in 1963. Next to the line of mark, the clown group of the Jamesburg Presbyterian Church. The leader is Spiffy. Members do volunteer work in the area hospitals, nursing homes, and other nonprofit organizations, representing programs to bring laughter and joy into the lives of others. This group was organized in January of 1989. Behind the clown group, we have Brownie Troop 1559. Troop leader is Doreen Galati. Now approaching Applegarth Volunteer Engine Company number 1. This unit was organized in 1967.
I'm Charles Holmes, down on the parade route again, and I have with me Lieutenant Don Weber of the 14th Regiment New Jersey Volunteers. Don, nice to have you with us.
Oh, nice to be here.
Tell us a little bit about your group.
Well, we're a Civil War reenacting group. We were formed in the South Brunswick area. We now hold our meetings in Jamesburg. We're an authentic unit. The original Company K was formed in New Brunswick, New Jersey, so we have ties to this area. And we were mustered in at Freehold, New Jersey, at Camp Friedenberg. So
and how do people get to join your organization? They contact you?
Yeah, they would contact me or any one of our members to join our unit. And you know, we're a family-oriented unit. We welcome family, kids, wives, girlfriends, anything.
One last question for you, Lieutenant. How is it to march in these hot uniforms today?
It's a little warm today, but everything's wool and it's breathable. The shirts are cotton, and once you get it, wet, it cools off a little bit. We had a member that dropped out on us at the beginning of the parade, but he's doing fine now.
Okay. All right. And thank you very much, and back to you at the studio.
Following Applegarth, we have Jamesburg Fire Department. This unit was organized in 1900. It's led by Chief James Stonecker, Jr.
Hi, who am I here with today?
Spiffy!
LJ
Pockets.
And you are?
Blana.
And you are?
Foley the Clown.
And I understand you're the Jamesburg Presbyterian Church Clown?
Yes.
And what does your group do?
We go around to nursing homes, to hospitals, and we bring joy and laughter to others. Okay. We go to churches, too.
You do?
Yeah.
You have fair? You work at fairs?
Yeah.
You've done
yes.
that?
Yep, we've done that.
What else have you done?
I have done conskits and made people happy.
You like making people happy? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? One big happy family?
Yeah.
You enjoying the parade today?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh, I don't know, not today. Want to say anything?
Foley the Clown.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, I'm with the clown. Are you hot today in these outfits?
Oh, yeah.
What outfits?
Okay. Well, enjoy the rest of the parade.
You
and
too.
thank you for the
Hey, that looked good on you.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
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 Next, we have Princeton Engine Company Number 1, led by Chief Rick McKee. This company was founded in 1794. Marching with them is their Ladies Auxiliary, which was founded in 1959. Next, we have several antique cars. The first, a 1926 Ford Model T Wrecker, driven by James J. Dowgan. Following the Wrecker, a 1937 Ford two-door sedan, driven by Shirley Dowgan. The third, towing the trailer, is a 1948 Willys station wagon, driven by James Dowgan. And the fourth one, a 1928 Ford Model A Roadster, driven by Pat Giancoloni and Joan Halowski. Then we got a 55 Chevy. Next we have Griggstown Volunteer Fire Company. Organized in 1946, they serve Franklin Township. They're led by Assistant Chief Brian Smith. North Brunswick Volunteer Fire Department was organized in 1959.
Hi, your name is?
Mike Muha.
And your name is?
Michael Moha.
Michael Muha, you're junior? Yeah,
Sure.
your name?
Joey.
Joey, and you are?
Mia.
Okay, and how are you kids liking the parade?
Good.
Good. What do you like so far?
Clown.
You like the clowns? Did you like all the fire trucks? Yeah? And what are you going to do after the parade?
Go to a picnic?
You're going to go to a picnic? You're going to go here to the picnic or somebody else's house?
We're going to go here. We're going to have a lot of fun back there, right?
You're going to go, and then are you going to go to fireworks tonight?
No.
No? Are we going to fireworks?
Yes, we are.
Yeah?
We're looking very forward to it this evening.
Good. And how are you enjoying the parade?
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a very nice, thank God it's a nice day.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. And how are you liking it?
Enjoying it
Is there
fine.
anything you've liked so far?
I like the fire trucks, of
Fire
course.
trucks.
You got to include the fire
Yeah,
trucks.
you have to like the fire trucks. All right, great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. And you are?
I'm
Very tall.
engineer Harry Campbell, Station 35, Griggstown, District 2 in Franklin Township.
Okay.
It's a privilege to be here.
Oh, thank you for being here. Is this your first parade?
This is the first time for me in the Monmouth Junction Parade.
Okay. Double as
Yeah.
he doubles as a ladder. Ha ha. Are you enjoying being in the parade?
Like I said, it's a privilege to be here, and I think it's great to see all the citizens out here appreciating what we do and fire service is really a brotherhood, and it's nice to be among our fellow firefighters here and just see everybody happy to see us, and we really appreciate it. It's nice to see that.
The rest of the day?
Well, I'm going to hopefully get something to drink in a little bit, and then go with my family to a picnic, all-American picnic.
All right, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We really
Bye-bye.
appreciate being here. Yep, bye-bye.
One of the more interesting units is the brush unit they call the Bushwhacker. It's a 1942 Dodge six-wheel drive. And up in the bucket of the ladder tower, you have Sparky the fire dog. Behind North Brunswick Fire Department, you have South Brunswick Girl Scout Troop 1027. Troop leader is Ellen Dwyer. This unit was organized in 1989. These girls have been scouting for 5 or 6 years and will be entering the 6th grade in September at either Indian Fields or Monmouth Junction School. Next in line, we have Old Bridge Volunteer Fire Department. Is a 1947 Aaron's Fox pumper. Next in line, we have the Capricorn Kids 4-H Goat Club. The leader is Lori Schwerer. The Capricorn Kids were formed in 1983. It's a 4-H Goat Club and the only one in Middlesex County. Their float is a replica of a hand-drawn fire apparatus.
Daniel.
What is it? You got too much candy in your mouth.
Look at the camera.
Daniel.
Daniel. And you are?
I'm Terrence White, the boy's father.
And you are?
I'm Darren.
I'm Darren.
And Darren. He's got a lot of candy in his mouth, too. How are you boys liking the parade?
Good.
Good? What did you like so far?
I like when they throw the candy.
What you like when they throw the candy? Okay, what did you like about the parade?
I like when they throw the candy.
You like when they throw the candy, too. How about the fire trucks? You like them?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the clowns?
Yeah.
Did you like the clowns?
Yeah.
All right, so what did you like about the parade?
I like everything. I come every year. I never miss this annual event.
How many years have you been coming?
33. No, about 25 years I've been coming.
And what have you been enjoying the most?
Everything. Everything.
And are you going to go have a picnic in the
Sure, we're going to have a good old time.
Yeah, and then what are you going to do afterwards?
Go home.
Go home and relax. All right, enjoy your 4th. Thank you very much, boys. Go enjoy
Say
your
bye.
candy.
Say bye to the camera.
Enjoy your
To the camera.
candy.
How you kids doing up here? You having as much fun as we are?
Next we have Common Sense in South Brunswick. This is a group that's headed by Lou Schwartz. The theme of their float is Keep South Brunswick Green.
I'm Charles Holmes. We're back down on the parade route, and I have with me, I guess what could be described as the chief organizer of this parade, Roger Potts. Roger, good to have you with us.
Thank you. Appreciate being here. Day. A beautiful parade and a lot of people from the community getting together. Really nice. Really feel good. It's a nice day. The weather's right for us. Everything's going over fine.
Everything's going great. We're about halfway through this parade. Everything looks like it's coming off great. There doesn't seem to be any breakdowns or anything. You've done a fabulous job once again of organizing.
Thank you. It took an awful lot of people, not just me. We've got the fire department, the Lions, the township committee, the Boy Scouts pitched in and helped us. So there's an awful lot of community work, a lot of firemen. We're up until midnight last night and then back out here. We were in the park 5:30 this morning getting ready again. So be glad when it's all over, but ready to do it again next year.
Well, I know you're a commissioner in Monmouth Junction. I'm a commissioner in Kingston, fire commissioners, and we work all year round. And then to take this added responsibility on for yourself must be a labor of love after all these years.
It's rewarding. It is. I really enjoy it. Last week it got kind of tiresome, got a little disgusting. My wife got tired of the phone ringing, but today it's all worthwhile.
One last question. You're going to do it again next year, make it 51 years for us?
Oh, we're going to make it 51 years. The fire company is committed to 5 more years, so we'll be here for 55.
Okay. Again, Roger Potts and Charlie Holmes down here on the parade route. Back to you.
It's a musical appreciation for the visually impaired students. It's a group of young men and women sponsored by the Lions Club who are committed to the preservation of sight. The South Brunswick Lions Club was organized in 1953 and is involved in helping the Monmouth Junction Fire Department raise funds for this year's parade.
Charlie Holmes down here on the parade route again, and I have with us the Lion, of the Lions Club. Say something for us. That was great. And probably the head lion and one of the people, one of the icons of this community, Reverend John Maltby. John.
Very kind of you. I'm a lion among lions, but our king lion is up there carrying the banner. I'm just a humble lion, a ex-king lion.
Well, John's not only involved in the Lions Club, he also rides with me with the Monmouth Junction First Aid and with Miller Memorial Church, and a very active member of the community. How are you enjoying things today?
Very much. A perfect day, great crowd, great parade, and a great history of 50 years of this parade. It's nice to have been part of so many of them.
Absolutely correct. You were here in the beginning, weren't you?
No, I didn't come here to 58. I was in my first parade in 62, so I've only got about 33 years in.
All right, well, let me get one more comment from the lion before we go here. Lion? That's great. Charlie Holmes going back to the parade central.
Enjoy the day. God bless America.
The Police Explorers are led by Lieutenant Leah Spar. The South Brunswick Police Explorers is a co-ed group sponsored by our police department under the direction of police officers Joseph Charmello and Dale Owens. South Brunswick Explorers learn about the law enforcement in hopes of becoming future crime fighters. Walking with the Explorers is McGruff, the crime-fighting dog.
With McGruff? Is that the right name for him?
Yeah, McGruff.
McGruff? Okay, McGruff, how is your fight for crime going? What is his purpose?
Well, he's to let the public know that we're out here and, you know, to stop crime and just to be aware of what's going around in the community.
Okay. Have you been enjoying being in the parade? Is this your first time with the parade? Are you going to try this again? Is this your first year with the parade?
Yeah, this is our first year. Next year we're planning on coming out again, hopefully if everything goes right. And McGruff will be back.
Oh, I'm sorry. McGruff will be back.
McGruff will be back, helping to prevent crime all over the place.
Are you enjoying the parade?
Yeah, it was really nice throwing candy to kids and everything. It was nice.
Yeah, I just interviewed these kids before, and that's their favorite part. Was
Yeah.
the candy. So are you guys going to go party in the back?
Yeah, we're going to go back and get something to eat because we're hungry. So is
Okay,
McGruff.
you're going to go have a dog bone or something, McGruff? Okay, great. Enjoy. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Approaching now, the Uptown String Band, led by Captain Jamie Caldwell. Organized in 1937, the Uptown String Band is a family-oriented band who is placed in the top 5 prize categories at the annual New Year's Day Mummers Parade in Philadelphia for the past 5 years. Headquarters in Unionville, Pennsylvania, the band has sold over 1 million copies of the recording, I'm Looking Over a Four-Leaf Clover, since 1947. Next in the line of march, the Kendall Park Volunteer Fire Department, led by Chief Darby O'Brien. Organized in 1967, Kendall Park Fire Company serves South Brunswick Township Fire District Number 1. Following the pumper is another Sparky the fire dog. And the Kendall Park Fire Company's Lady Auxiliary Float volunteers the Heartbeat of America.
Doyle from the Uptown String Band. I understand you had a very busy day today.
Yes, we got up at 6 o'clock this morning. We attended a parade at 9 o'clock in Pennsylvania, drove over here, did this parade. When we get done, we're going back to Pennsylvania to do another parade.
And what part of Pennsylvania are you from?
Right outside Philadelphia in Bucks County.
Okay, I understand you compete in the Mummers Day Parade?
Yes, we do. Every year there's 21 string bands, and we compete every year on New Year's Day.
And how does your band usually do with that?
We've finished top 5 the last 4 years.
Oh, that's great. Now, is this your first year in the South Brunswick Parade?
Now, we've been here many, many years. We used to do it with the Harrogate String Band. Now we do it with the Uptown String Band. And we really like coming here. It's a nice parade.
That's great. And how has it been for you today so far?
Very hot.
Very hot.
Very hot.
Thank you very much for coming out, and enjoy the rest of the day, and good luck later on today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.